Hi, I'm David DeMuzio, and today I'm going to tell you why Filipinos don't get rich. There's a huge issue of financial security among families in the Philippines. And hopefully in this video, I'm going to be able to help you so that you and your family do have more financial security, because I think most of the problem is a cultural problem. So before I talk about that, I think it's important to explain where I'm coming from. I grew up really poor. I only wore hand-me-down clothes until I was about 15 years old. Got made fun of my entire school life for wearing old sneakers that were out of fashion that other people had given me, clothes that were too big for me. We only ate day-old bread at my house when we had bread. Most of the time it was just rice and beans. So my mom was on food stamps. I was the oldest of 6 kids. So I came from a really poor family, especially for US standards. Since then, I've made millions of dollars as a performer, but more important than that, I've made additionally millions of dollars as an investor and as someone that started my own businesses and had them be quite successful. And now I've had the opportunity to help many people, including many of my Filipino friends. The first time I noticed this financial cultural issue in the Philippines was when I was on a date. I was on a date with this beautiful girl who had an awesome job as a nurse, and she was getting paid quite well for Filipino standards. She was smart. We got to talking about money during the date, and she said she didn't have any money. And I was really shocked because I knew that she had a good paying job and she was a smart girl. So she told me why she didn't have any money. It was because she was paying for her sister and her sister's child. So most of the money that she made was going to her family. Most of them didn't have jobs. Then I started seeing this come up more and more. In almost every Filipino family that I would meet, someone, the successful one, who was making money would be paying for the majority of the other people in a family, or sometimes a couple of people that paid for the rest of the family. And all this was doing was dragging down generation after generation and keeping everybody poor. I come from a big family of 6 kids. But one of the biggest blessings in my life is the fact that my parents never gave me anything. And I think one of the biggest blessings that I've given to my siblings is the fact that I've never given them anything financially. One time I gave my brother $2,500 that he paid me back to start his clothing business, which is now worth millions of dollars. And he paid me back. I would never give any of my family members any money. Now, why is that? Does that mean I'm just a cruel person? You could think so. But I believe in giving people opportunities, not in giving them money or giving them things. If you give somebody something, they will not appreciate it. They will not. If you give me something, I won't appreciate it. I guarantee, unless you've worked for something, you'll never appreciate it as much. This is a cliche, but it's true. The old saying that if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach him to fish, he'll eat for his life. This also applies to family. If you give your family a fish, they're going to eat for a day. But if you don't give your family a fish, they're going to go fishing themselves. And they're going to learn how to fish. Or give your family a fishing rod and tell them where the lake is. So let's make that clear. Don't give money to your siblings. If you want to help somebody, give them an opportunity. Now, I know what you're going to say. Oh, well, I'm giving money to my parents or my grandparents. They're old already, so I need to give them money. Well, no, you don't. If you're in a position of financial security yourself already, and what I mean is you've already got all you need, you're making money just off interest, you're above and beyond your means, you're financially stable, you're not living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, then help your parents or help your grandparents. But if you're just living off of basically what you earn and have a little bit of savings, then by giving money to your grandparents or your parents, you're actually just hurting their future generations. You're not uplifting the family. You're not taking the family to another level financially, and you're just keeping everyone down. So you're actually hurting everybody by helping them. I know it seems like the right thing to do, to give money to your parents. But if your parents and your grandparents really have your best interest at heart, then they're going to want you to be successful and your kids to be successful. And you know what? They're already old. I mean, they've already made their decisions in their life. So at this point, you've got to make your decisions. You've got to make the decisions that are going to affect your grandkids. On the other hand, if you don't just give this money away to people, and instead you're a good steward of the money that you earn, you invest it well, you start businesses, you start companies, you buy real estate, you have investments, you're going to be able to help so many people. And that's the thing that you've got to think of, is by not helping somebody today, you're putting yourself in a position where you can help them in huge ways and even bigger ways tomorrow and years from now. This year, I didn't give any of my friends money. If they asked for money, I said no. I didn't give any of my family money. But you know what I did? I gave them huge opportunities. I said, this is what you need to do to go make a lot of money. Or here's an opportunity for you to make a lot of money. And I've made my friends probably at least $500,000 this year with opportunities that I gave them. My friend Carlo Raffanon, one of my best Filipino friends, he's making tens of thousands of dollars a year now performing, doing what he loves. Where just a couple of years ago when we met, he was working in a call center, barely making enough money to get by. And now he's made enough money performing in gigs that I've gotten him to be able to start his own business back in the Philippines, as well as do what he loves. My friend Monique Luohati was doing okay as a singer, but now she's making hundreds of thousands of dollars performing around the world as a singer. My friend Sam Mangobat, same thing. He was barely getting by, and it gave him an opportunity to shoot music videos for me, which was some of the first music videos he ever produced. And I paid him for that and gave him that opportunity. And he gave me great music videos. And then he said, I want to travel around the world performing. And he needed money to be able to get visas to be able to do that. So did I give him money? Well, no. I gave him money, but he paid me back. But I gave him an opportunity. If you want to help your friends and family, give them opportunities. This is why Filipinos don't get rich, because they give each other money. And if you don't have an opportunity to be able to give somebody, well, then you're not in a position to be able to help them financially either. Good luck, guys. I hope this helps.